Good morning, everyone. So today I would like to present about my presentation. The title is "The Magic as a Form of Oppression Towards Women: Ecological Feminism in Maleficent Movie." So before I start, let's introduce myself. My name is Yanagultom. So in the chapter 1 is about background of study. Movies are often portray people with mental illness as a dangerous criminal. The sufferer often depicted in horror movie to identify the antagonist characteristic of bad or evil. In 2016, this minus depression is caused by certain stereotypes of the suffer of mental illness. And the next is about research question. Based on the background which has been written by the researchers, the writer formulates the research question of the problem, which is for the first is how is Maleficent character described in the Maleficent film, and the second is how is Maleficent as the main character reflect ecological feminism in Maleficent movies. And the next move to the research objective. From the research question above, the writer has a research objective discussed to answer them. This research intend to find out how the characteristic of the main character in Maleficent movie, and to explain how this Maleficent in this movie magic as a form of oppression toward women, ecological feminism in Maleficent movie. So move to the chapter 2. It's about theoretical review. For the first is about previous study. In conducting research, previous study are needed to help writer doing the research. Thus, some previous study with the same object or topic are chosen as the guidance for the research. The research find are some previous findings which related and relevant with this research. As a follow, for the first is Joe Varian in 2013. In his research analysis of feminism psychology analysis, Disney Sleeping Beauty in 1959. In this frame, Joe tells that woman is a particular culture also has a naive impression. That impression of a plain anatomy and can only follow with vices of others. It is clearly explained that Aurora is just a passive object, which did not have any strength even for self. And next, in Nur Asmawati, the title is Maleficent Character Development as Seen in Maleficent Movie. So, she is a student of English development in Islamic State University of Sunan Kalijaga, Yogyakarta, 2015. She applies a structuralism theory, especially the character of Maleficent movie. The Development by William Kenny. And then Noor focused on main character to experience in her research has experience from two character development. They are good character. A good character becomes bad character. And the next is Irawati Rian. The title is Deconstructive Analysis of Maleficent Movie. Using the constructor approach of Jacques Derrida in reading to the script of the movie. So the studies use approach of Jacques Derrida in reading the script of the movie. And the next is this is thesis focus on the descriptive qualitative analysis method to analyze this film. And then this thesis also focus the heroism and concept of which. And the next from the Emma Norlin in 2009 is about Sleeping Beauty or rebellious antagonist passive and active stereotypes in fantasy and fairy tales. In this research, Emma discovered that the passive themes in a way are more option, even though all the themes, for the example, like sleep, and then appear of different levels. And the next is about psychology in literature. Freudian psychoanalytic will be used by the researcher to analyze the psychological problem of the character. Freudian believes that human has three psychology elements, which are, for example, ID, ego, and superego. The element of ID is the psychology is the deepest and the most basic part of humans personality, and the ID represent the wants or need and desires of human. And this research will discuss the psychology and this research the psychology of feminism in movie Maleficent, and move to the ecological feminism. Women and nature need to protect, care, and love. Women give birth, child, nature, products, plants, and animal. And woman or mother betrayed by her son or daughter, and then her or son or daughter get karma. Nature by human, then human exploit get disaster. And the ecological feminism is idea of feminism who want to provide and understanding the relationship between all forms of oppression human and the nature, with showing the involvement of women in whole ecosystem. And the next move to the character and characterization. Before that, for the first, I will be explain the ecological feminism of Maleficent film. As explained above in chapter 2, the analysis of this thesis will be focused on ecological feminism theory and then related with the main character. In this chapter, the writer discuss the character of Maleficent film, view ecological feminism theory, and the next is about character and characterization. Someone who plays in a movie or drama is called the character. The character is a role represented in the story that has some sort of identities. The term character itself rather understand where the different as story figure. And the next move to the chapter 3. So in the chapter 3 is about method of research. In this to conduct the research, the researcher will need technique and method from Sridhar 2015. So for the next, discuss about research design and data research, and then data collecting technique and data analyzing technique. And for the first is research design. In this research, the researcher use the descriptive comparative method, and the researcher believe that using of this method is stable with the purpose of this research. And the next is about the data and data research. In analyzing the movie Aladdin and Tangled, the researcher use collecting the data, and also the characterization in this movie is about how the people know about the magic, and also okay. And the next is about the data analyzing technique. By using the descriptive analysis as the research design, the technique of this research, the data analysis will also use descriptive analysis and textual technique. And then the next is about discussion in chapter 4. By using and implementing the theory and previous study, the research can find the existence of oppression toward women, ecological feminism in Maleficent movie. So in this chapter, the data findings will be divided into several subheadings and explain one by one. I think this is the end about my presentation. Thank you for nice attention and good morning.